Today, I'm going to be talking about how we should improve our education system. And so, what I want you all to see is look right here. This data was created by Justin, a senior data research analyst. And so, as you can tell, you're having to pay a lot for education, which then goes to show that in Finland, they actually don't have to pay their education, meaning that the government brings money to them freely. And so that good. So why is it that I'm comparing Finland to our system? Well, there are. Let's just see why Finland is doing well. First is no homework. So although like during their elementary years they have no homework, this actually creates a better environment for the kids, meaning that they're able to focus on being a kid rather than having to focus on every single meticulous details. Second one is the matriculation exam. Although this is a great measurement to see whether if they are up to this success level, there is, like, on the other hand, there is an upside because they're so dependent on this. And the last one is holistic system. And this means that they actually provide high quality teachers for the students, and not because they want to, but because they seek to help the students and make them want to succeed for the future. And so, what exactly are we doing different? Well, in America, we have created the No Child Left Behind Act, and it was signed by George W. Bush around 2001. And this left to where when a student, an elementary kid, and when he is struggling, or he or she's struggling, and they don't understand that concept, and next year they have to go to a next grade, they are forced to push along, right? And so they don't have that foundation of what they ought to learn from that setting. And so now they're having to play catch up. And so, what does America compare to Finland? Well, yeah, America has this competitive nature, which is good, right? It creates this good atmosphere for a student to feel like they have something at stake in the game. But also, this could be a hindrance because this creates stress, anxiety, and there's two ways of looking at this. And next one is homework creates social economic inequality. So this means that in America we come to the point where we used homework way too much, to where now it's up to the point where for those people who don't have the income to provide students who need help, such as tutoring outside available resource, they don't have that because they don't have enough money to support their child to gain those resources. Whereas those people who does have enough money to support their child with higher, because they make higher income, then they are able to have more available resource, which in this case it creates a social economic inequality. And so now, what exactly can we do? Well, what I want you to take away from today is make wise decisions for our future. And this means that even though in this time period, your education, it seems like you feel like you are having to deal through a lot of stress, I want you to take in consideration of putting on new lens. And that means that in your future, in other words, in your child's future, maybe 10 years from now, maybe who knows, I want y'all to consider your kids' future, and that when you at one time in your life, eventually in your life, that when you have to decide which school system to put your kids in, I want y'all to keep in mind what you want your kids to go through and how you want them to succeed. And that is my speech. Thank you.